Hello again. Sorry about that. Had some microphone issues on my end. Alright, well, my name is Benedictatorr. Hello, everybody. There's a pretty long intro to this game. It's like a 4.5 intro, little cutscene, so I'll do all my introduction stuff during that. Otherwise, we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. I'll give you a countdown here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So yeah, like I said, I'm Benedictatorr. This is Bioshock, no major skips. You guys can hear me now, right? I think we should have that issue fixed. Hello, Cross Ryan, and thank you for the good luck from the previous runner. So just in case anybody's curious about what no major skips is, any percent, there's a few levels in any percent that we pretty much skip right past due to some of the glitches that we use. In no major skips, we avoid those skips, so we get to actually play through all the levels of the game. Yeah, it's a really fun category. It's a handful of people, you know, it's their favorite category. It's a pretty popular one. I like it a lot. You get to explore one of the most popular levels in the game, Fort Frolic, which we totally skip in any percent, so it's nice to be able to play that one. So this is the first little trick we do, a really easy one. Jump out of the bathysphere, jump backwards, then activate the lever. And the game gets confused because we land outside of the bathysphere here, and it just puts us on top, so we get to ride this thing underwater, which is kind of goofy. But the reason we do this is that when this whole cutscene is over and we slide into the next building, the level transitions once our character model reaches a certain height. So since we're on top of the bathysphere here, we reach that height immediately upon entering that location. You can hear me. Yeah, good. Right on, right on. But yeah, like I say, I want to give a shout out to everybody. Hello. Give a shout out to my Bioshock community. It's a really friendly community. If anybody ever is interested in running some Bioshock games, it's a good community, and it's a game with I would say, a fairly friendly learning curve. It's good stuff. Good fun games. But yeah, I don't know. So we'll kind of take a look around. It's kind of neat. You don't usually get to see this stuff when you're inside the bathysphere, because you can only see out of the little window on the front. But we can see like these craboids and this little squid guy just hanging out. As soon as we get close, we'll spook him and he'll fly off into the distance. It's kind of neat. You get to see like some unfinished tunnels, like unfinished buildings. You get to see all sorts of areas of rapture that you wouldn't normally be able to see if you were inside. Kind of cool. But yeah, this is one of those games with kind of a long intro, which is just great. gets a little old after a while, but luckily it's a pretty cool intro. One neat thing, and this has nothing to do with the fact that we're on top of the bathysphere. You can see this normally, but like this Big Daddy is supposed to be holding like a drill or something, but his hands are empty. So that's kind of awkward, but it sort of looks like he's playing air guitar. Just rocking out over there. But yeah, here we go. So this is the building that I say we're going to slide into. And you'll kind of see this thing will start to rise as soon as we get in there, but the level will start transitioning right away. Super easy trick. Only saves like a couple seconds, but hey, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Alright. So there we go. You can kind of see it started shifting to the next level as soon as we got in there. And now we get to meet Johnny. Poor Johnny. I'm always rooting for him, but it never goes well for him. Here's Johnny. Johnny versus a splicer. KPC Zombie, what's up? Good luck. Thank you very much. Thank you for the good luck. Hopefully we put on a good show. I do have some time to save in this run. I got probably a good minute and a half if I had like a perfect run. We'll see how it goes. Knock on wood, right? Oh, Johnny didn't make it this time. I think his first mistake was giving his gun away. Never a good move. How it goes? Go fast, that's right. What the actual heck? Yeah, Johnny usually has a pretty tough time there. He never quite makes it. I really feel that his gun was probably his best defense. Once he gave that away, it was all over. And the splicer gets all mad and she rips holes in our bathysphere, which is rude. Not very nice. And she drops, alright. And so now this is like pretty much when the run actually starts here. Hear the clickety-clack my keyboards as I smash the use item button. One day he'll make it. I keep rooting for him. I keep rooting for Johnny. If I ever played this game and Johnny actually won, I'd be blown away. Something would be very wrong. I think I'd have to test my sanity. Alright, so yeah, like I say, this is where the run pretty much starts. We're gonna do a really unique trick coming up here when we get the Electro Bolt. There's no other trick quite like it in the rest of the game. And we get to see our floaty piece of paper. This has nothing to do with any tricks that we're doing. For some reason, there's just a magic floaty piece of paper right there. I don't know why. But yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of RNG manipulation right here. If we jump to the top left of this flaming couch, it triggers the splicer in the next area to run towards us. Which means we can kill him a little earlier. So you come up here, jump over the top left. Hopefully it works right on for me. Oh, that couch is being mean. Yeah, that was a little slow, but that's fine. Alright, now we'll make our way up here. So we're going to do a little button combo here, and this is a really funky trick. So we're going to do a quick save. We're going to hit the use item button, and then we're going to go to the pause menu so we can save it, and then we're going to load that save. So we're going to activate this little cutscene here. We're going to get our Electro Bolt, but we're actually going to like skip the cutscene that we activated. Oh, that door handle can be tricky. Come on, don't be like this. The hitbox for this door lock is super weird. Usually I don't have that much trouble, but it was being a jerk to me today. Yeah, so like I say, we activated that cutscene back there, and we got the Electro Bolt, but we like did this little save load thing to where we actually get to skip out of the cutscene. And for the rest of this level, it's going to be trying to suck us back into that Gatherer's Garden so it can trigger the cutscene, but we're hopping away from it because we're sneaky like that. So it's a technique that's sort of like bunny hopping. Uh-oh. Well, that was weird. Alright, it's sort of like bunny hopping, not quite, but sort of like bunny hopping. But yeah, so that's what the rest of this level's all about. It's kind of annoying, but it's a neat little trick. There we go. It's probably like technically the most difficult level just because we have to keep doing this. Alright. So we're going to have to hop through this elevator. This hop can be kind of annoying. I got in there really quick. I got in that elevator without too much of a problem, but it can really be a pain if you don't hop into it just right, just because of the weird little hopping technique that we have to do. But once you kind of get a feel for where you have to line yourself up, you can usually slide right in there. Reset, yeah, reset. A bad start, we're going to reset, yeah, no. Bunny hopping against your will, pretty much. Am I looking down for frame rate optimization? I'm not sure. No, we're not. I'm not sure what part I was looking down for, but no, we're not doing that. That was just me looking down for some reason. All right, so that hop through that door and past that baby carriage can be really tough too, but I did that pretty dang smooth there. I'm pretty happy with that. We're gonna do another weird little save load thing, which is gonna allow us to skip a bunch more cutscenes here. Load. Oop, not that one. There we go. And hop along. Now normally, once we got down to the little theater area down there, it would trigger a cutscene, but we're gonna just skip right past that thing. If I'm looking down, it's probably just to make sure I'm hopping like in the right location. It can be a little precise at certain times. I'm just gonna jump past her. We don't care too much about her. All right. So we're going to zap these fools in this puddle of water here, and then we're going to hop over the railing. Or not. Oh, bad hops. Okay, alright, we're going. So we want to come over here and activate this little cutscene here. It activates once we get to a certain distance, and we're going to turn and hopefully shoot the splicer. Yep, we got her. Alright, that can be a little bit tough to line up. It's really not that bad, but like, if you miss shooting that splicer, then she'll run into the bathroom, and you're going to lose like 20 or 30 seconds. It's awful when it happens. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's not like it's that difficult to line up a strafe shot, but like, if you miss it, it's just tragic. Alright. So, we try to shoot those splicers as they're coming down the stairs before they get in the pool of water. If you kill them a little earlier, it sort of like triggers the next sequence. I saved a tiny bit of time with that second wave of splicers, but not much. Alright. So we're going to hop on out of the level, and normally you'd have to like run towards the exit and it would trigger a cutscene, but we can just shoot the door and it like skips the whole cutscene and just ends the level. It's a really nifty trick. There's no other levels that we can do that, just zap the door and have us exit the level, but but that location we can. It's nifty. So this hacking sequence we're going to do up here is always the same. As long as it's a fresh load of Bioshock that you're running. If I were like to do this hacking sequence and then start a new game and get back here, the hack sequence would be different. But since this is my first time running past that sequence on this load of the game, it's always the same, so we can solve it really fast, which is nice. That's like the only thing we hack in the whole game. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can hack, but it like forces you to hack that one thing. Normally we could give a crap less about hacking things, but you just cannot progress unless that little machine is hacked. We'll come back up here and shoot a person or two. There's a little bit of timer before this door opens, so we can go there and get some loots and hopefully get some armor-piercing ammo or something, but I don't think I got any armor-piercing ammo that time, so we'll have to grab this one. There we go. We want the armor-piercing rounds for a certain point later on in this level. So we're going to go get Incinerate here. Incinerate is super useful. It's an extremely useful plasmid. It allows us to do damage to ourselves so that we can kill ourselves and activate Death Wars, which is basically respawning at certain locations on the map and saving travel time by just respawning where we want to. Sometimes this guy's in your way. Just make sure you're lined up for a headshot. Alright. I like to put some fire there in case the splicers try to follow me. Alright, we're going to grab this audio diary right here. These audio diaries are super useful for audio diary skips. We only need one. We're going to get our telekinesis here, the other super useful plasmid for this game. Telekinesis is the most OP plasmid in the game. You'll one-shot enemies by throwing bodies at them. It's crazy how powerful it is. I don't know that they really understood how powerful it was when they gave us that ability. A little corner hop there. It's always sad when you miss that. We good this time, though. Alright, we're going to get our armor-piercing rounds ready. We're going to get our telekinesis ready. We're going to get our health full. It is time to do our first fling. Oops, rotate box, rotate the way I want you. Alright, that should be good. Flings is when we use telekinesis to boost ourselves in the air. Super nifty. We're going to grab this grenade, blow open this door, get our armor-piercing rounds ready. We're going to shoot this security bot. Oh, I didn't land on the pillar. Oh well. Come on, security bot. There we go. That gate opens as soon as that security bot dies. So we're gonna try to lose some health here. Alright, we're like at a really good spot for health. Now we're gonna try to hit Dr. Simon with this ammunition. It can be kind of tricky. You just have to aim there. Boom, hit him. Alright. Now we're gonna try to lose some health here. Alright, we're low on health. Perfect. So there's invincibility frames in this game. Once you get to 0 hit points, it basically just puts you to 1 hit point and then gives you invincibility frames for like 4 seconds or something. So we can lower ourselves to pretty much 1 hit point and just make sure that we're dying exactly when we need to. So it helps us set up our deaths really easy. If we can do our little tennis ball hop, yep, we got it. Tennis ball hop gives us a little speedy boost. Super fun. Alright. And we're pretty much done with this level. This level went fairly smooth. That wasn't too bad at all. Oops. Except for locking into corners right there. Oops. Get out of my way. I always like to carry a body in narrow corridors, certain narrow corridors, in case people try to body block me. If I had not had a body there to use telekinesis, that guy definitely would have gotten my way. Alright. So now it's Neptune's bounty. We want to start holding in forward as this level is loading, because your character can start traveling as the map is loading. You just gotta know where to walk around. You gotta kind of walk around to your right a little bit, but yeah, you can make a little distance while the level's loading instead of just standing there and not moving. We're gonna fight one of the only big daddies that we really care about, and it's not that we really care about killing him or that we really care about the little sister. It's just that we want to save her because it helps us trigger a glitch coming up shortly here in the run. I don't know exactly why taking care of the little sister triggers this glitch, but it does. So we're going to do a little bit of damage to this thing. And we're going to get ready for a nifty little pop. We're going to grab this grenade. So we're going to shoot an enemy. There's an enemy hiding up here, but like she's invisible. Well, she's not invisible. We're just hitting her hitbox. And doing that allows us to traverse through the rest of the level. Oh, there we go. Oh, bad corner hop. Sad face. Well, we won't try that again. Let's not be derpy. Alright. So yeah, hitting that Splicer's invisible hitbox allows us to traverse through the rest of the level. So we're going to get this barrel here set up, and we're going to do another fling right here. There we go. Got it. It was not the cleanest, but it worked. Alright. So we're going to shoot that lock. We're going to shoot that lock. There we go. And travel up here. So normally we wouldn't be able to traverse too far up here. We wouldn't be able to get to the camera room coming up if we had not hit that Splicer's invisible hitbox. So, good stuff for us. Alright. So hopefully we get the fast camera skip. We have to take a picture of 3 splicers, but if we do a nifty trick, we can take a picture of 1 splicer twice. Oh, no, I didn't do it fast enough. You want to try to take a picture of that guy before that little quest objective marker in the top right-hand corner appears. I was a little bit slow, so we're going to have to do the long way around. We're going to have to do the walk of shame. So normally when we take a picture of this next splicer to our right, we can do a death warp and then travel back to where we need to be a little early. But since I didn't do it quite right, we're going to come this way, take a picture of that guy, and move on. We gotta do the walk of shame. It saves a little bit of time getting that the early picture, but it's not the end of the world. Nothing to get too excited about. So we're gonna want to lower our health here, get ready for a death warp. Now we're ready to pretty much finish up this level. Shame, right? Oh my god, shame, shame, shame. I agree. Alright, the camera trick can actually be a little tricky, but once you learn how to do it, it's not so bad. I really should have gotten it, but oh well, what you gonna do? You miss it every once in a while. It happens. Peach Wilkins, language, sir. So this is me going into my menu there, is doing audio diary skips. We can skip dialogue by playing these audio diaries that we pick up, and it just allows us to like finish audio early to like certain doors won't unlock until a certain audio track is played, or certain events won't trigger until a certain audio track is played. So we can skip that stuff by playing audio diaries at the right time. They called me Alice. So, grab that little barrel there. We one-shot this guy. Normally this is actually kind of a tough fight, but if you hit him with that barrel, you just insta-kill him, and then we can move on to the next area. And we were able to control where he spawned by like standing and looking in a certain area. So it just makes that fight super easy. There we go. We melt the ice, wait for it to melt all the way, and we go through. There we go. And this is pretty much the end of this level. My ears, right? I know. Peach has a filthy mouth. There we go.
Got a moment for a quick donation?
Yeah, go ahead and do your thing.
Awesome. So yeah, we got $20 from Cross Ryan that just says, get it. And we have a $10 donation from Maniac Volcanic. That's a fun name. He says, would you kindly donate to Calithon Fire Relief?
Nice, nice. Awesome. Thank you very much for the donos. That's what this is all about, so it's good that people are donating to a good cause. Very awesome. Alright. Yeah, let's get those donos in. Let's get as much of that money raised as we can. Okay, so you might have seen that I was hopping through puddles. It's good to hop through water. You move a little bit faster. We're going to do a nifty trick here. It's kind of like that electro bolt skip that we did earlier. We're going to do quick save, and then we're going to press the use item button. So we basically trigger that door to lock, but we run backwards as the level is quick saving, so we get a little extra distance, and we're able to sneak out underneath that door before it closes. It's a pretty cool trick. I like to throw the barrel there to make it seem like I blew it up, because I'm a badass like that. Alright. So this is a really short level. I call it an in-between-Z level. And we'll trigger the door, play an audio diary to let the level end. Normally we'd have to like wait for a whole bunch of dialogue for the level to end, but we can do our little audio diary skips and end the levels early. Moira, no! I know, right? How could we do that to his wife and kids? This trick is like, what? What did I say something? What did I say? Alright, here we go. kind of like the Electrobolt skip. That's what I was saying the trick is like. Maybe I didn't enunciate. Alright. So this is Arcadia Part 1. This is a pretty quick level. We'll come back to this level later. We do like the first part of this level, and then we travel to a different level that's kind of like a short level. This level is almost like split into 2 levels. This and Farmer's Market. So we do the first part of this, then we do Farmer's Market, and then we come back and finish up the second part of it. We're taking a few pictures here. We don't normally get too concerned about taking too many pictures. But the Thuggish Splicers, if we take enough pictures of them, we'll get Sporus Boost, which allows us to run a little faster, so it's a nice thing. And it's also a good idea to get a picture of that Rosie so that we can do more damage to him later on in the game. Here we'll get our Sports Boost there. Now we can move a teensy bit faster, and now we're going to want to start losing health here. We're going to get ourselves set up for a Death Warp. We don't want to lose too much health. And we want to make sure to look up here and trigger this poison. That like ends up locking the door to this level so that we cannot traverse to the rest of the level, but we can't complete the other objectives until that happens. Normally in any percent we would fling right over the trigger that poisons the area and locks the door, but since this is no major skips, we're actually gonna play through this level instead. So we want to make sure to hit her, get her loots, and then get our box again. That'll work. It normally works a little better if it's on its front or back, but if you do it on its side, that works too. It's just a little more difficult to set things up the way you need it, but we got it just fine. So that is Arcadia Part 1. Beep. Oh, the game just crashed on me. How wonderful. Bioshock has a tendency to crash sometimes. And it just did that for me. How sad. It doesn't happen often. Give me just a second. We should hopefully have a quick save, or an autosave right at the beginning of the level that we just loaded up. That is rather unfortunate. I would call that marathon RNG, marathon luck right there. This game hardly ever crashes. It can happen. Let me change some settings around. I know things probably look weird. And that is rather unfortunate.
At least say this with some good news. We got $10 from Joey Joe, who says, "My name is Jeff." Okay.
My name is Jeff. Very nice. Alright, give me just a second to set up some key bindings that we're going to need. I don't have to worry about that, but whatever, we'll just do it. Okay. Okay, we should be good. And let me do one thing real quick. Because my heads-up display, my little user interface got all messed up here too. You guys, I feel like, should be able to see things correctly if it's all working right. It should look back to normal. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright. I got everything pulled up the way I need it. Let's put windowed mode back off. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Let's see how fortunate we are. Arcadia autosave. That is too bad. Looks normal to you. So it did not. It ended the level, or it ended like right before it would have autosaved. Unfortunately. Sorry about that. All right. Message you after and we'll set up the files not to change. Oh, we can do that. So my files don't change after a crash. That would be super useful. I didn't know that's a thing we could do. I imagine you're talking about key bindings and stuff like that. And resolution and everything. Okay. So here we go. Let's rock and roll again. Alright, so we'll take our pictures. We'll get our research. We'll get more research. Oop. There we go. Alright, So we got our box, we got our pictures, we got our sports boost. We'll leave our box right there because we're going to want it later. Take a picture of our Big Daddy so that we can do increased damage to them later on. Yeah, so that's like a thing about this game. Ooh, I didn't want to lose that much health. We'll not go too hard on ourselves. This game just can crash every once in a while. It is, like I said, it's very uncommon that it does, so that's kind of some unfortunate bad luck that it happened. We reduce our chances of it happening by turning all our game settings to low. That's why the game isn't as pretty as it normally could be. But it does help us reduce the amount of times that the game will crash. It just wasn't too lucky to me there. Alright. Come back here. We'll grab our box. Hopefully it'll let us go to the next level this time. Luckily that wasn't like a huge amount of time we lost. I mean it was, but like, I don't know, only like a minute or two. Alright. Nope, not straight up and down. That's the only way we cannot have this box. There we go. Oh, this is being a very mean box to me. Let's see if it lets me get over. Alright. So hopping over, like doing a fling with the box sideways like that, like perpendicular to me, makes it a little tougher, but we managed to get over there without too much trouble. Be good to me, game. Let's get to the next level and not crash the game. Hey, look at that. We got progress. Is this remastered or original? This is original. Remastered has a tendency to crash way more. But yeah, even in the original version, it can still crash every once in a while. You want to see you fly again? Well, we'll get to see me fly again later too. Okay, so this level is basically us creating a bunch of ingredients to help unpoison the air from the last level. We gotta kill certain enemies, grab certain loots. And then we can pretty much exit out of this level. So here we go. We're gonna get our enzyme samples in here and get attacked by bees. Auto hack. I like to play my audio diaries and do things like hack saves while I'm in the air. That way, I don't like lose momentum from like stopping moving. Like my movement will continue after I'm done playing the audio diary or after I'm done like hacking the machine. So it's nice to try to keep that momentum up. Like that. Grab more ingredients. We'll get ready for a death warp. Grab more ingredients. Got those. That was nice. Grab the last ingredient, and we can go ahead and do a death warp here. There we go. Remastered is a mess. It absolutely is. Remastered is tragic with the amount of bugs. It's really weird. So the theory is that they basically just ported like the PS4 or like the console version of the game, and like just ported the console version to the PC. Because there's all sorts of weird like menu issues that just make you think it's a console game. It's hard to describe. It's kind of strange, but that's the running theory. Okay, so we're back to Arcadia Part 2. We just did Farmer's Market. Do a death warp to start things off so we can respawn in that Vita chamber and start moving. We get another ingredient or two to make our antidote. We get our chlorophyll solutions from that splicer. And we're going to come down here to get the Rosa Galaga. Oh, the door is closed on me. How sad. I'll put some fire here for any enemies that might try to chase me. We're going to do a little bit of parkour. Jump up these rocks instead of walking up the stairs. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Alright. Now we'll get out of here. About the remastered area damage of everything got increased like 30 to 50% and the movement too. Interesting. Alright. So here we go. Now we've got all our ingredients to build our antidote. We're gonna go to the lady in the, what is this? The research laboratories, Julia Langford. And she's gonna help us make an antidote for this poison so we can move on to the next level. She's kind of mean.
What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Send it through the new loan.
Alright, there we go.
This is perfect.
This is perfect. Alright.
Come on up to my
So go meet Julia Langford for a second. I'm gonna bust that window and move through that window instead of walking all the way around the stairs because it's a tiny little, cool little shortcut. So we just basically have to go into this area to trigger this dialogue, and then we can go around and take care of a few more things before we move on to the next section. There's going to be a little timer before we can enter through the next door, so we have a little bit of time to take care of a thing or two. We want to grab that. We want to come over here and bust this so that splicers don't end up healing themselves. Bust that turret so it doesn't bother us. We're going to leave that turret to our right, but we're going to shoot that security camera. That turret gets to live. We need that turret to crawl through the window on our way back as we jump on top of it. And now we gotta wait a little bit longer before this door will open. Our code is gonna be 9457. And here we go. 94. Oops. That was not the smoothest venuing there, but oh well. We'll hack this thing. We'll get our automatic hack tool. Now we have a rare moment in the game where we actually just gotta hang out and chill for a second. We want to wait for the, not this little goal marker in the top right, but the very next one. Once that one pops up, we can get our little antidote.
And enzymes extracted from Apis mellifera. That's right, sweetheart. Honeybee spit.
Boodink. There it is. Get our Lazarus vector, put it into the machine, and now we go fight a handful of waves of enemies. 3 waves of enemies. We'll grab this barrel here and blow these enemies to pieces. We want to come over here and hit this little switch. That's going to close all the doors. And now we're going to have some enemies that are basically going to try to bust in this area. We got it fortified, but they're going to break on through by pretty much breaking the door open. I like to place a grenade there. There's 3 enemies on the other side of this door. Once that door opens up, they'll all just explode and die. It's pretty wonderful. Take care of this splicer. Another splicer is going to pop up in just a second. Since I placed one of my proximity mines already, I'm going to grab this proximity mine here just to refill the 6, because it's a good idea. Post-combat range is increased too. It's feeling like you can slap everyone over the whole map. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's kind of funny. That's weird that they made those changes. I feel like it wasn't necessary, but oh well. If that makes them happy. The remastered. The remastered is the interesting one. I do not speedrun remastered, but I probably will at some point in the future. I'll probably give it a try. We'll have a Houdini splicer that's gonna spawn right there in just a second. Gotcha. Like I say, telekinesis is super OP. Super fun. So now the waves of enemies are gonna start soon. We'll start fighting the first wave pretty soon here. And we're gonna see the cool ragdoll physics of this game, which I love. Sometimes they'll fly and do flips and all that kind of stuff. It's super cool. That's wave 1. Wave 1's really quick. Wave 2 and 3 take a little bit longer. Start any second now. Nice when they line up like that, 2 right in front of me. That's wave 2, that was nice and fast. That worked out just fine. Now the 3rd wave will start. Alright, got that guy. Got all these guys, they're all lining up real nice for me. Bodies do a lot of damage. Some other items that you hit enemies with do like a surprisingly little amount of damage. There's certain items like bodies and hats that will always pretty much one-shot enemies. It's kind of weird, like you hit somebody with like a rake and it won't kill them, but you hit them with a hat and they'll die. Like, it's kind of an odd little situation. I feel like odd job throwing hats at people and killing them. Alright, so that's all 3 of the waves of enemies that we gotta fight, and now we can get out of the level. Alright, there we go.
Take a deep breath and enjoy it. Then head over to Rolling Hills and get the bathysphere.
Our last little hop over this turret. Oh, I almost missed it.
It's time
That's not a terribly difficult hop to make, but like you have to sort of know the angles that you have to jump through the window. It's kind of a specific angle you have to do it. And if you fail it and you hop behind the machine, then you like have to shoot your way out, and you just lose kind of an uncomfortable amount of time. It's not like maybe like 5 seconds or something, but obviously more time than you want to lose. All right, and that's it for this level. All right, let's go. On to Fort Frolic. This is another level that normally we would totally just skip right past. But since it's no major skips, we don't skip past it. Alright, so I like to place... Oop, that was not in the right spot. Oh well, not a big deal. If I can get a grenade in the right spot right there, we can kill a couple enemies that are going to spawn super early. I didn't quite nail it, so that's fine. We'll kill them normally. The 2 enemies that we would normally kill with that grenade, if I was able to turn it around and hit them fast enough, is these 2 enemies. But we can just do that and kill them super fast anyways. You can use these bodies to hit these little trap bolts so they don't hurt you. We're going to use this body to take care of some of these splicers. Let's get past some dialogue, and then grab this body to hit a couple other bodies. There we go, and get ready to do another audio diary skip. And we'll do a little gambling. You always win. You always win, by the way. Yay! At least the first roll. Not normally. You don't normally always win, but that roll always wins. We'll go ahead and take her that camera there so it doesn't bug us, doesn't send security bots after us. And now this level consists of us taking pictures of some of Sandra Cohen's proteges, and we kill them, and we take the pictures of their corpses, and we put them on his creepy little quad pic, which you guys will see in a little bit here.
For example, I test you.
I test you, little moth. So Sandra Cohen is the coolest, and like, so Fort Frolic is probably most people's favorite level, so it's kind of sad that we skip right over it during any percent. So that's the nice thing about no major skips, is we get to hear all of Sandra Cohen's crazy talk. He's a super cool NPC. He's my fave. Alright, so there's a little invisible wall. It'll go away in just a second. Alright. Nope. There we go.
Now you've got Fitzpatrick caught in his
So we'll do some diary skips. Do some diary skips on our way over here.
Do you see it?
Do one more.
I am dust.
Not that one.
This is what
There we go. Hit that. We're going to put our first picture in the frame, and then we're going to move on. Get ready. There's going to be another audio diary skip right here. There we go. Ooh, let's not lose too much health. There we go. We're going to get ready for another death warp coming up, but we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose all our health. Not quite yet. We're going to meet Martin Finnegan. He's probably my favorite of Sandra Cohen's proteges. I just like the way he talks.
Guess the old grape finally sent someone. Son of a bitch. Left me to freeze.
You sound so cool, Martin Finnegan.
I've got a pose all picked out for you.
I like his cool bird mask. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. He freezes us, so we get a melt, and I don't know why he even allows us to do this, but do it. We take his picture. There we go. We good. We lose the rest of our health. Get ready for our death warp. We're gonna make sure we got a proximity mine ready to go.
That was bracing.
Which we do. We're gonna place it on the wall right to the left here, and we're gonna do a death warp. And now next time we enter this room, the third guy that we gotta take a picture of will respawn in that room and instantly die because of that proximity grenade. It's nifty. Boop. So we'll go get our third picture, and then move on to the fourth guy, and then we'll have to fight a handful of waves of enemies, and that'll be it for this level. So you hear that explosion right there. That was the next guy instantly dying due to that proximity grenade that I placed there. Crawl in here, take a picture of his body, and get on out.
Take his damn photo.
You a popsicle. I am, right? A mansicle.
You flutter all
Alright.
around the fort.
Take care of that thing. We want to lose a little bit of life, but not too much. Put some fire there. We're gonna get our another couple of proximity grenades. We're gonna move over here just to trigger some cutscenes. We're gonna come over here and place a couple of proximity grenades to instantly kill the next guy that we gotta take a picture of. We're gonna get our incinerate and our camera on the ready so that we can take a picture of the last guy and instantly do a death warp. Enter that room, then we'll back on out, let that cutscene play, and then we'll come up here. We got him. We got him. We got a picture, and we can do our death warp. And then we can go place all the rest of these pictures and fight Sander Cohen's waves of enemies and get to this level. Your ears. Sorry. There we go. Do a little bit of audio dialogue manipulation. We'll grab this body. We'll get ready to fight some enemies. There we go. Hopefully these splicers line up real well for me. So there's a little bit of RNG as far as like how nice these splicers want to line up for you to kill them. There's not a huge amount of RNG in this game. There's actually a very small amount, especially in any percent. I don't know. It can cause you issues sometimes, but it's usually not the biggest problem in the world. It's pretty RNG light, even with the RNG it does have, which is nice. Nice when they line up right like that, 2 in a row. Where you guys hiding? We got sneaky splicers. Alright, here they all come. Alright, that's it. We'll come up here, wait for some dialogue. Do the thing. Place the picture, and there's Sander Cohen. We wait for him to spawn, and we can move on out of the level. Let's see if we get lucky a second time. This one does not always win. Nope, looks like no luck. We lost our second round. We should have quit while we were ahead. Alright, now we'll move on to the next level. Oh, your ears have been graced. You always forget the name of this piece. Oh, yeah, God, I don't remember. Yeah, less than 10 seconds of RNG and any percent. Yeah, that's probably accurate. If that. And no major skips, there's more, because of the waves you fight there and then the waves you fight in Arcadia Part 2, there is a little bit of RNG, but even still, it's, maybe 30 seconds max. Probably not even that much. Probably like 15 to 20 seconds of RNG possible time to save or lose. That's just a wild guess. I don't really know, but yeah. Let's move. Alright, we're gonna grab this barrel here. We're gonna kill this splicer that's right to the left of us. Grab a grenade just in case we're low. We're good. We don't have to worry about it. Jump over this barrel, over this rock. That's not the most difficult little parkour hop to make, but it is sad if you miss it. We're gonna grab the audio diary from this body, and we gotta play it, and then like override it with another, a different audio diary. And that causes the next door to start opening. Now we're gonna see what kind of cool shots we can make. Stay up there, guy. Oh, no luck, no luck. He's not staying up there. Alright, as soon as these people open the door, we're gonna blast them with a grenade. Not with a proximity grenade. Let's get a regular grenade out. Ow. Just so they don't body block us. There's like 3 or 4 in there, so that's the easiest way to take care of them. I like to place a fire here in case any enemies are following me. Helps to keep them away from me. Okay, my telekinesis out. We're gonna get our grenades ready, and we're gonna take care of this big daddy here. I had to do another grenade because that guy got in my way. He ate a grenade. That splicer walked right in front of my grenade. He did. Alright. You want to make sure, you want to watch your health during these areas. It's easy to accidentally trigger your invincibility frames, and you don't want to trigger your invincibility frames early. That can cause issues. Oh, here's number 2. There's a few, oh, hi, guy. He was being sneaky there. Yeah, it can be easy to, like, accidentally trigger your invincibility frames early, and that makes it really difficult to control when you do your death warps. Alright, so we want to kill a couple big daddies. We need to get some ingredients again in this level in order to build a missile. And those big daddy suits have some parts on their bodies that we need to create the bomb. So that's why we're killing these big daddies. We'll grab this guy, take care of that turret, we'll hack this door. We'll take all this damage. We want to make sure that we have not triggered our invincibility frames, otherwise you'll just crush yourself going through all those wires there. Alright, come back into this corner. There's certain locations when you do death warps where if you die in the right spots, it'll like skip the animation of your soul traveling back to your body. So you actually save time by skipping that animation. This next death warp can be a little trickier to hit that spot. We'll see if we're lucky enough to get it. Guy's trying to body block me there. I might have got it. Let's see. Let's see if we see our body traveling back to our soul. Oh, there we go. We got it. I wasn't sure if I got it or not, but we did the death warp correctly. Alright, just gotta go get the last can of ionic gel, the last R34 cluster, and we will have all the ingredients we need to build our bomb. Here we go. Get our thing. You don't have to blow up that machine, I just like to because explosions are cool. Alright, we got our ionic gel container, here's our last R34 cluster, and now we have all the things that we need to build the bomb. Take some damage, trigger our invincibility frames, walk here in the corner so we can do our next death warp. Then we should be able to skip the death warp animation. There we go. And now we get to fling past the middle of this map. So we're just going to skip a huge amount of this level by just jumping right through the center of the map and triggering that bomb a little early. How special. Alright. Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright. So let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. That's pretty much it for this level. I'm going to get my grenades out again, because there's going to be a slicer that's going to try to body block me as soon as we kind of get past this little area. Through this, not this door, but through that door coming up, there's going to be a guy that's going to try to body block me. I say no way, sir. I say no way. I say good day, sir. Alright. We trigger this little thing, wait for this door to open, and we can get out of here. Blue Donabe, there we go. Somebody nailed it. I had to concentrate there, I wasn't able to check chat, but here we go. We'll end the level, play an audio diary, so we can exit the level actually, and here we are at RCC. Why the No Major Skips category? The No Major Skips category is actually a fairly popular one, because you get to play certain levels that we would normally skip during any percent. So we're going to do a neat little trick. We're going to play a radio message, and then we're going to hit the door like we're going to go back to the previous level. But we're going to walk out of that chamber before it can close. So the way that it works is after a certain amount of dialogue finishes playing, that door is going to basically suck us out to the previous level. But we can trigger a cutscene before that happens and skip a whole animation by doing that. So that's what we're doing here. Oop, not that diary.
What?
There we go. We did that in the correct combination. We're going to come up here. Now by playing this next diary, we're going to basically trigger the level to end. So we can trigger the level to end and trigger this cutscene. And we're able to skip a huge amount of cutscene by doing that. And now it does kick us out, bring us to the previous level, and then we're going to have to like re-enter the level that we just exited. So it seems like a whole lot of time that you would have to lose by doing all this, but it's actually just faster than watching all the cutscenes. Oh, alright. There we go. The mod who made this category basically wanted to put a full path in some of the levels we skip over. Yeah, it actually, a lot of people like this one a lot, and it is a fun level. Alright, you know, it is a fun run. You get to see the levels that you would normally skip, which is neat. We're gonna grab this napalm here. You can use the machine gun ammo if you want, but most people prefer the napalm. It seems to make this next trick a little easier. We're gonna do a fling, but we're gonna do a fling through a very narrow gap. It can be a little tricky. This is probably the most difficult fling in the game. It's not terrible. I mean, hopefully I can get it in one shot, but we'll see. Want to make sure this napalm rotates so that it is parallel to us. We're going to make a quick save because this one can be a little tricky. And... oh, not first try. How sad. It's being sassy to us. There we go. We made it. We made it. Yeah, it can be a little tricky as you can see there. 2 or 3 times is not totally unheard of. So we're going to do another save load thing here, which is going to allow us to skip more cutscenes. We'll come here, we're going to trigger this thing. We're going to do some dialogue skips to let us skip a whole bunch of dialogue and exit out of this door early.
Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and...
Yeah, no major skips and then still skipping kind of a bunch of stuff. It's kind of an odd idea, right? But no, we do play through all the levels that we would normally skip through a significant portion of them. So you got to play a couple audio diaries. It allows us to exit that room like 3 minutes earlier. There's a lot of dialogue in that room that we're able to skip by doing diary skips. And now we can exit this level. This is a fairly short level compared to the other ones. It's another one of what I would call an in-between level. It's got a lot of cutscenes. It's a very story-rich level right there. Would you kindly? Yeah, that level, it's kind of cool. We skip over the big twist, the big M. Night Shyamalan twist, but for those of anybody who's like actually curious about doing like a casual playthrough, the story in Bioshock is actually pretty deep and really good. And there's a really good twist during that part, but we don't really reveal it because we just skip past all that crap. So we can skip past some of the dialogue in this level, in this little area. Kind of a neat thing, for some reason, the previous song button on people's keyboards is what allows us to open up the dialogue menu there. So you just like find on your keyboard the previous song button and mash it a whole bunch of times, and it allows us to skip audio diaries like that. Kind of weird, like why the previous song button? Why is that the button that like allows us to open up the menu? And it's like almost universal on all keyboards. It's a weird little thing, but it works. Let's see if I can get a hard hop. We're going to try to hop on top of that little sister's head. You can jump on top of the teddy bear and then jump on top of her head, but it's harder to do it right from the railing, so let's see what we can do. Nope, no luck, no luck. You're lucky this time, little sister. Next time. Do the subs go to charity? I believe that the subs do help the, don't quote me because I'm not a admin or anything, but I feel like I remember somewhere in chat earlier saying that the subs do help to keep the Calithon running. Alright, so we're going to rotate this, let the door to our right open. You can rotate it to a certain area. We don't have to like let it rotate all the way. And then we can enter into this next area. So we're going to do a trick a lot like the trick that we did in the previous level where we like trigger the door and then run out of there before it closes. So you want to make sure that you play a radio message before you do it. There we go. That one's a little, you got to be a little faster on that one than the one in the previous level. And this one's a little different because we're going to have to do some quick saves and quick loads to extend the dialogue here. So as soon as this dialogue's about to end, you want to do a quick save and then do a quick load, and it'll like restart the dialogue once we do the quick load. Because the level once, it's going to suck us out as soon as that dialogue is finished playing. We'll grab this explodey barrel. Boom. We blow it on the ceiling. It allows us to like get the enemies won't body block us by doing that. There we go. Quick load. Quick save. Quick load. Here we go. We're gonna get this one audio diary right there. Now we can play this audio diary here and then play this radio message. And then we won't have to worry about messing with audio for the rest of the level until we're ready to zip on out of here. 57-4. Hopefully we can do this a little better than last time. I was having a little bit of trouble with my dial turning from the last time I had to do that. Okay. Sub revenue will go to Calithon. There you go. Helps them for future events. Why do the Little Sisters gather Adam? What do they do it for? So, I don't remember exactly what it is, exactly how it works, but Little Sisters are able to harvest bodies and generate Adam, which is basically like magic. That's how we get all of our special spells and abilities. It's from those Little Sisters. They basically produce it. Something like that. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to do a thing where we play a dialogue. As soon as we play a message there, it's going to start warping us back to to the next level because we hit that door and ran out of the chamber before it closed, if you remember that far back. You got to be careful. You want to play it as early as you can, but you have to make sure you give yourself enough time to go and grab the Lot 192 before the level transitions. If you play the diary a little too early, or if you play it and then like mess up your movement, you get warped to this part of the level and then have to turn around and go do all that stuff over again. It's really sad. But we did it right. We did it just fine. Now you want to make sure your health is pretty low when you enter this level, because you're going to get set up for a death warp coming up. We'll go ahead and freeze that guy. Our health is at a pretty good spot. We don't want to lose too much more health, so I'm going to freeze the turret so it doesn't damage us too much. If you had more health upon entering this level, you could let the turret live and it would shoot you. You could shoot the Big Daddy that we saw at the beginning of the level and have him shoot you to lower your health if you needed to. You could shoot a grenade up here and have it blow up in your face to reduce your health. There's a few things you can do to manage your health, but our health was pretty dang good at the beginning of the level. We're going to take the amount of damage we need from that tripwire to trigger invincibility frames. You can place this target dummy here to open doors early for you. Our plasmids are all messed up until we get that lot 192 that we just got, so now our plasmids are going to be all back to normal. Oops, there we go. And there's our death warp. Boom. Did we do the death warp correctly? We did. That's another area we're going to do a death warp correctly to skip the animation of your soul going back to your body. Get out of here. Get out of here. Quit shooting at me. Now we're going to do the elevator warp. This is a cool little trick. We just jump down, kind of do a little bit of out of bounds. We do a little bit of out of bounds. Instead of riding the elevator down, we just fall down the broken one. I'm going to do a quick save here, just to be safe.
The effects of the mental suggestion are now gone.
Alright, here we go.
But there will certainly be side effects.
Jump in here. Alright, we did it just fine. We did it correctly. Well, that was a good bounce. That was nice and fast. Sort of will fall down the elevator instead of actually riding it down, which is nice. Hey, there we go. We got somebody who looked up the wiki for it. We can figure out what the why they're gathering the atom for. I actually want to read this. A slug that would create 30 times the atom inside its host, so they plant them inside little sisters. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it, like amplifies it. Yeah, and basically powers Rapture. There you go. There you go. Now we know. That's why if you kill the little sisters and you steal their slug, you get more atom. But if you just save them, you get less atom. So that's one of the cool things about this game is there's like a moral choice. That's one of the kind of the big selling points about this game. You can be good or bad. You get like a good or bad ending depending on whether you save or kill the little sisters. So this is another level that we would basically skip right past. There's gonna be a trigger coming up to our right after we like enter through this next door. If you jump over the trigger, you can exit out of the level before the enemy there locks the door. But we're not going to take advantage of that because this is no major skips. This is the trigger right here. If you jump over it just right, yeah, you can jump over the trigger and just exit the level right away. All right, so we're gonna end up turning ourselves into a Big Daddy here. Oh, all right. We're gonna get the boots. We got the boots. Now we're gonna go with the other pieces of the suit. So yeah, we get all sorts of pieces of a suit and like a voice modulator, all sorts of fun stuff. We're gonna turn ourselves into a Big Daddy so that we can convince those little sisters to help us out. So that's what this whole level is all about. We got the boots. Now we'll go get the suit. Is the suit? No, we're getting the helmet. Excuse me. There we go. We got the helmet. Now it's time to go get the suit. Hi, suit. Now we're gonna go get some pheromones so that we smell stinky like Big Daddies. Hi, friend. Alright. Nobody followed me from behind. Sometimes splicers will hop in here with you and do a bunch of damage to you. Oh, she's gonna get in our way, so we're not gonna do our corner hops there. I thought she was gonna be in our way. I probably could have, but I don't know. Better to play it safe than sorry. Sometimes the splicer will, like, you can do a little corner hop to save, like, half a second, but sometimes the splicer will, like, pretty much jump right in your way, making it impossible. Alright, we got all our stinky pheromones, now we're stinky like a Big Daddy, so the little sisters will like the way that we smell, I guess. Something like that. Oh, nice, you opened the door for me. And this door is open for me, too, how nice. What a fun day. Reduce our health a little bit. That's good. Alright, we're gonna get ready for a death warp coming up here. In just a second. Alright. we're good. We triggered our invincibility frame, so we can go activate our voice box modulator, this bloody little set of spikes there, and do a death warp. Now it's gonna mess with our voice box, I guess, and make us sound like a whale, like the big daddies do. We're gonna hit this thing with a wrench to get the little sister out. Let's get ourselves a sticky grenade. Why not? And a book, I guess. So you get the little sisters, and then they can end up opening these doors. So we gotta be a big daddy before these little sisters will listen to us. But now we're homies. And we can exit out of this level.
The voice box modification machine.
And we good. There we go. Okay, so hopefully we can get this little sister to run. You have to stand in a certain spot and look in a certain spot and start moving at a certain time. We're gonna come right over here, put our crosshair right on that little thing, and we're gonna go. I think I did it right. I think I did it right. We'll see. We'll see. Once we exit this door, if the little sister starts running, then we're good. If she starts walking, then she's terrible, and she'll sit there and talk all sorts of smack to us about how slow we are. She's the worst. These little sisters are the worst. Run for me, baby man! Run for me, baby man! She's running. We're good. Huzzah! What a great day. What a great day. So yeah, if you don't do that setup correctly, if you don't start moving at the right time, you're not standing in the right spot, then she'll start walking here. It's just super slow and annoying. And if she takes too much damage at any point during this level, she potentially can start walking too. You just want to basically make sure that she's always running. Kind of annoying. Wait till she's here. Trigger some dialogue there. And we're gonna start fighting a wave of 6 splicers. You have to do this 3 times. That's what this level is. It's doing this basically 3 times. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, and the 6th one will be a spider splicer, and then we can get ready to go to the next area. So we're gonna try to do our little sister warp here. Oh, I don't think it worked right. She didn't start yelling. She took a long time there. Yeah, okay. If you do it right, you can get this little sister to actually warp to you instead of running. It's a little bit faster. The other 2 are easier. That one's actually not too tough. I was just being kind of derpy. But that's fine. Alright. We're gonna get some proxy grenades here set up if I can do it fast enough. There we go. We did it. We got them all set up. Just fine. Alright. We can play some proxy grenades here to kill these splices a little early. No time to waste. Oh, I thought I missed that one for a second. Come on, splices, where are you hiding? Oh, alright. Oh, I don't think I did this one either. I didn't realize. We must have killed one of those splicers without me realizing. Alright, there we go. That was a little faster than I was expecting. That went really nice. I had it, but then I stopped halfway down the hallway. Oh, I derped it out. Oh well. He made up Moira? Yeah, if you hadn't, that's a nice little detail. And you can actually, there's like a movie poster that you find at a certain spot in the game that mentions something about Moira and Patrick, so if you're clever enough, you can see the movie poster and put together that his wife and kid's name is Moira and Patrick, and it sort of is like a clue. Alright. Just crushing it here. That was sloppy, but that's okay. That was really unfortunate. Woo, that was sloppy. That was sloppy, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I've definitely done that cleaner. There we go. We got that guy out of the way. Ooh, I was having a little bit of a rough time there. What? You're still alive? How? Well, that wasn't my finest performance ever, but we got it. First try. Yeah, that was a little sloppy there, but we got there. All right, now we'll do the last little wave of splicers here, and then we get to exit on out of this level and fight Fontaine. Oh, get out of here! That guy's going super sneaky. Super sneaky guy. Oh. Whoa, she was zooming super fast. That was weird looking. And there we go, that's the last little splicer for this area. Wow, Bioshock, you haven't seen someone do this run in forever? Yeah, it's a super cool run. Boom, got it. Alright, so now we're gonna fight a Big Daddy. We don't really care about this Big Daddy, we just sort of need to get him out of the way so he doesn't bug us. We're gonna let the sister walk forward a little bit and here, we're gonna switch to some, get some of our buck loaded up. We're gonna let her start opening the door before we do this fight. She's probably opening the door right now, so we can trigger this guy. Actually, we'll come right over here. There we go. Got him. So we can fight that guy while she's opening the doors, and we don't really waste any time with it. We want to make sure that we have 6 proximity mines for the boss fight coming up, and we want to make sure that we have at least 4 of these steel pit bulls. We have more than enough. You can go ahead and collect all sorts of loot. You don't really need anything else, but loot is fun, right? Loot is fun, right?
Better for the girls to be with you. Better with you than alone. Alone in the crawling dark.
These get degrees.
Fontaine is nearby.
That is true. Alright, here we go. We'll get the thing, we'll go up here.
Fontaine waits above.
We got all the ammunition we need for the boss fight. So we'll be ready to rock and roll. Alright, so this boss fight is basically just 3 phases. We'll instantly kill his first 2 phases by placing down 3 proximity grenades that he'll just detonate and instantly die. And then his 3rd phase will finish him off real quick just by hitting him with 4 of the crossbow bolts.
You were my ace in the hole, but you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Alright, here we go. Phase 1, 2, 3. Now he'll instantly die as soon as he lands. You just want to make sure that you don't stack those grenades exactly on top of each other, otherwise he won't take the full damage from all of them. There we go. There we go. That's phase 1. Now he's gonna land and instantly die from his 2nd phase. Pow! There it is. Now we get a run and we're gonna finish him off one more time and then it'll be the end of the run. I'll give you a little countdown, but get ready, the end of the run is coming up. So finish him off with these crossbows. Boom, 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 and boom. There we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That is the end of the run. Yay! So there is Bioshock. No major skips. We beat it. Huzzah! Alright. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for letting me run my game. Unfortunately, we had the super rare game crash, which is a sad, unfortunate thing, but we still made it through. GGG. Alright. Well, yeah, like I say, thanks to the organizers for letting me run this and putting on a great show. Thanks for everybody for hanging out and watching and donating and all that kind of stuff. And keep getting those donations rolling in, and let's raise some money for charity. Otherwise, I'll just give a shout out to my Bioshock speedrun community, KPC Zombie, here in chat. He's actually the world record holder for this category. He's probably the other most active Bioshock runner, me and him. At least for like 1 and 2. Infinite, other people run Infinite more than we do, but yeah, Bioshock 1 and 2, we tend to run it a lot. But yeah, otherwise, I'll go ahead and sign off, and hand it over to the next runner. Good luck to the next runner, and we'll catch y'all later. I'll see you guys in chat.